niggas to my next life. Had to get it out the mud sometimes the whole night. Grew up in the slums, nigga, you would say it's trife. I never had it made, nigga, I had to get it right. Finna ball on these niggas to my next life. Had to get it out the mud sometimes the whole night. Grew up in the slums, nigga, you would say it's trife. I never had it made, nigga, I had to get it right. Never had it switch a nigga, never had it made. I ain't get no allowance, had to get out and get paid. I done carry glizzes and carry shakes in that cage. Them finesse niggas and some more, I had to make a way. Grew up in the slums, nigga, my city the slummest. And we got the murder rate, cyber steady coming. I done had a bad shit, wasn't even the bummest. That's why I told myself I had to go and make some money. Got it out the mud, don't fuck with niggas like a stud. Cause niggas snakes back doing when you show them love. Everybody wanna be a gangster, everybody thugs. I never had a choice, that shit that's really in my blood. Finna ball on these niggas to my next life. Had to get it out the mud sometimes the whole night. Grew up in the slums, nigga, you would say it's trife. I never had it made, nigga, I had to get it right. Finna ball on these niggas to my next life. Had to get it out the mud sometimes the whole night. Grew up in the slums, nigga, you would say it's trife. I never had it made, nigga, I had to get it right. My life was trife, it was where I had shit nice. Mama a single parent, daddy barely in my life. That shit made me a soldier, all my life I had to fight. Open Winfrey ugly, search shit I don't even write. Never understood the cap that these niggas rap. It's really niggas out here living this, don't wanna trap. Wishing I wake up from this nap to see my little brother. Lord, tell me why you had to take my little brother. Steady taking L's, I never fail, I never tell. I'm back in that cell, for mines I'm going to hell. For mines I'm going to bail, for mines I'm going to jail. I don't like it, oh well. Finna ball on these niggas to my next life. Had to get it out the mud sometimes the whole night. Grew up in the slums, nigga, you would say it's trife. I never had it made, nigga, I had to get it right. Finna ball on these niggas to my next life. Had to get it out the mud sometimes the whole night. Grew up in the slums, nigga, you would say it's trife. I never had it made, nigga, I had to get it right.
Welcome to the greatest show in the world.
The S.P.I.L.L Over.
You already know it's yours truly, Drake Lockhead.
It's Reggie.
It's Big Bro.
All right, got the whole crew in it today. We an hour behind, but that's okay, cause we still got a lot of info for y'all, and we're gonna kick that flavor. Let's start it off right with the S. A little bit of sports. We're gonna move into a whole lot of dramatics. We had a couple little deaths in the celebrity world. But yeah, let's get into sports. Go ahead.
All right, well, everybody know it's playoff weekend this weekend. We had a lot of it came down. It was a good weekend last Saturday. Let me see, Colts got eliminated when it was looking like they was gonna be a top seed. The Chiefs did not get the top seed. The Titans got the top seed. I think the Steelers snuck in there with that last game win. The Ravens were eliminated. I think Lamar's still hurt. NFC, I mean, we knew who was going to be in. We just didn't know what seed was going to go against what. But we're going to have Green Bay on the bye. We're going to have Arizona against the Rams. And we're going to have Dallas against the 49ers. And it's going to be Tampa Bay against the other one. The Eagles?
The Eagles made it, yeah.
Okay, yeah, the Eagles. So it's going to be good, man. We had some comebacks in the NBA. Kyrie Irving is playing. He played his first game the other day. Scored 22. Klay Thompson came back last night. That was a good sight to see, man. That dude was so happy. It brought me a little tear, man. He was so happy. Man, I ain't seen nobody that happy in a long time, man.
You don't care about Clay.
I love when people enjoy the game. I do. I like Clay.
You don't care about Clay.
Yeah, I like Clay, man. I was happy to see him back, man. I thought he was going through a depression for a minute when he was sitting on that bench when everybody was gone and he was just sitting in the stadium by himself.
You say you thought he was going through a depression?
Yeah.
No, he was going through a
I'm not
depression.
going to put that on him. I'm not going to put that on him. But from the looks of it, it looked like he may have been dealing with some depression. But I'm not going to put that on him and say he definitely was. I'm not going to put it on him. Antonio Brown doing what he always does. Do something stupid, team let him go, and now he just coming at everybody. He coming at Bruce Arians. He coming at the management. He coming at Tom Brady. Same thing he did with the Steelers when he went at Juju, went at Mike Tomlin, went at Ben Roethlisberger. Same thing with the Raiders. Went at John Gruden, the GM. Patriots went at the owner, went at Bill Belichick. Like, the dude just never stops.
He got receipts, though.
Of what?
Of the bullshit he was going through.
What bullshit? None of that. He had no receipts for all that shit he was talking about with Tom. Then he wanted them friends. You could tell he wanted them using for. He talking about, well, if you supposed to be my boy and this and that, like, bruh, did nobody want you on that team? You talking about you should have got better money. Did nobody want you on their team? It's a reason why nobody put a gun in your head and said sign a contract. It's a reason why you had to sign that contract. It's the only contract that was available if you wanted to play. When people did give you money, you couldn't show up to work. You had $30 million. All you had to do was make it to Tuesday. He got cut on a Saturday. Acting a fool. Free me. Now he free. $30 million later. Then complain about money.
Man, he did do dirty, bro.
Man, that dude is crazy. There's something wrong with him. Then people talking about some, they just didn't want to give him his money. They didn't want him to see his incentive. But then they did. Then on the other side, they saying he hurt. Is he hurt? Or do they not want to see him incentive? How you going to get the incentive if he hurt?
All right, tell me this ain't fishy. All right, the day that you were expected to reach a landmark.
It's not the day.
It was. He would have got it.
It wasn't on a day. He just had to reach it before the season was over. He had a whole game and a half.
No. It was
it was before the season was over. He had a game and a half, just like last year.
It was before the season was over, right?
He had a game and a half left.
He had, bruh. All right, so you a game and a half away. Mm-hmm. Are you listening, bud?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, you a game and a half away, right? You play for the Bucks, all right, and being that you a game and a half away, and you only need 8 receptions.
I don't even think it was 8.
It was 8 completions.
He got a couple in that game.
It was 8. No, it was. He needed 8 more. 8 more. 1 touchdown pass. It was 8 receptions, 1 touchdown pass, and it was a couple more yards to reach the incentive of $3,300,000 for each one. Okay, all right. You was gonna reach that, and in that game where you a game and a half, you got shut out, and they wasn't passing you the ball.
They was not shut out. He did get the ball. He had, I think, by the half, he had like 5 or 7 targets.
And then, but listen to this whole scenario. Then he rolls his ankle and is trying to play on a hurt ankle and is telling the coach, and the coach saying you got to play anyway or you getting cut. So he leaving you with ultimatums, and he know you trying to reach these incentives too, right? But then they just cut you out the blue. Wouldn't you be pissed too and walk off the field?
But that's not what happened. Now that's Drake and Antonio's version. This is what happened, man. He had to reach the incentives. Okay, he signed basically the same contract he signed last year. Now, mind you, he was a quarterback that vouched for him to get on the team. And last year, it came down to the same game and a half. Tom Brady played in a game he didn't have to play because they had everything locked up. He played, force-fed him the ball to make sure he got his incentives. He was going to do the same thing.
You said he force-fed him the ball.
Yeah, he just kept throwing it to him over and over and over and over and over again. And I think they lost the game. But it wasn't about winning the game because they already had everything locked up. He was just throwing him the ball constantly so he can get his incentive. Same thing he was going to do this year because he did it with Gronk. Gronk and him had incentives. They both had to reach. Gronk played the last game. Antonio Brown did not. Gronk reached his incentives.
So what you trying to say? Because we was trying to ask Buzz a question, and you didn't ask it in a form of question.
You didn't give him the whole scenario. Now he's pissed because he got mad. Now on one end he's saying they don't want me to reach my.
But how you know Tom gonna throw? How you?
Because he already did it. This same scenario happened last year. He already done it. This ain't nothing he's not used to.
What's the name said it was already bad blood between Tom and Antonio. It was getting bad. It's getting bad.
The game before when he gave him 11 catches.
No, he said it was a problem with because the trainer had told the coach that his ankle wasn't that bad or something like that.
It has nothing to do with Tom.
Oh my God.
What does that have to do with Tom? If you get mad at the trainer, okay. All
right, Bug. The question is, would you walk off the field and quit too if you was getting shut out?
And take your shirt off.
Yeah, look, if it went down the way he said in that interview, where the coach told him, if you don't go in the game, if you don't go in the game, then you off the team. Yeah, I'd have took my shit off and I'd have left.
Thank you.
That's not what he said.
Thank you.
He said,
"Thank you,
Bruce Arians." Now I'm waiting on the footage to come out because that's the thing with these games. Ain't no he said, she said. They got cameras on the sideline. They could be zoomed in and you can read people's mouth word for word.
They not gonna.
So I'm waiting on the footage.
They not gonna release.
I'm waiting on the footage.
They not gonna release.
And the
that.
teammates. No teammate has backed them up at this point either.
That's never gonna come out because there's a high probability of lawsuits right now.
They ain't gonna.
So that footage is already deleted.
Bro, Bruce Arians ain't gonna waste his time saying that to that dude. There's no point in that when you got a whole playoff run to go. You already down multiple receivers. So why would you say if this dude is hurt and you supposed to know he hurt? Why would you say, oh, you need to play in this game, which is not gonna do nothing for your
Sounds
season.
like you making assumptions that
it doesn't make sense.
Bruce
it has to make sense to me,
bro. That doesn't mean it didn't happen just because it didn't make sense to you, Reggie.
You want me to take the word of a dude that's one is known to lie, two that constantly doesn't make sense.
I'm not saying you take the word of nobody.
That's what
I'm saying is it's two sides to the story, and you're believing one side like the other side ain't true.
I know what the other side constantly does over and over again. I done seen it year after year on 4 different teams in a row,
bruh. But what you don't know is how
it's everybody else's fault.
Nah, what I'm saying is some people fall in order. It's like military or police. You got some guys that don't even like their situation, but they do it because they have to or they fall in order. But you got the bad apples, the road cops, not even road cops, but the ones that want to do right and they don't believe the blue code. And they'll snitch on they'll tell on their partner. What I'm saying is, you got people in the NFL that's going to do whatever the teams tell them, whatever the owners tell them. They going to follow suit because they good old boys. But you got guys that want to really live their life, make their money, do whatever the fuck they want to do because it's their life. All right? It's majority of the players in the NFL love their sport and they love their playing. Just like how people love their job because of the pay. They not going to fuck it up. But it's some guys that don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. If you treat me bad, I'm going to act a motherfucking fool. And people going to see it. And us as people and media, right off the bat, name them fucking divas because they want to make it known that they having a problem. Like is
it treat me bad or is it if you don't do what I want?
It's not even. If I do what you want, if I come to 1 a days, 2 a days, I come eat, I come sleep where you want me to sleep, work out when you want me to work out. Don't go out when it's my son's birthday party because I gotta do training. Don't go out with my girl. I don't care if it's some chick I just talked to, but I can have a personal life too. The NFL, NBA, all them sports require so much more than the average working man. So,
that's why they get paid so much more.
But yeah, of course you
have free will to sign a contract. If you don't want to do the shit, don't sign a contract. Don't say I want the money and I want to do what I want to. It doesn't work like that.
No, yes it does.
It does not. That's why he cut.
It does.
Because he think that. That's why he cut.
Just because you sign a contract don't mean you have a right to do what you want to do, bruh.
When you sign it, you know what you have to do. When you sign, this dude's a veteran. He's not a rookie. He know exactly what it comes with.
Reggie, you sign a contract that says you have to do a certain job, right? Mm-hmm. All right, and if you doing that certain job, you realize, okay, this contract that I signed, is requiring so much of me. But it's certain times that I want to do certain stuff. All right? So, meaning, you got a job. You sign the paperwork saying you're going to be there every day. And you call off because your kid's sick. Or you call off because you got something to do. You're going against your fucking contract, bro. You told them you was going to be there at work all the time. You're going against your contract. So what is the difference between you and them? Because they get paid more?
No, but everybody... You think Antonio Brown the only person that don't come in sometimes?
I didn't say that.
That's what I'm saying.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Certain positions get more publicity than other. If an offensive lineman is acting a fool, they not putting that on the fucking news. They not putting that out there like that. It's not really a big deal. Antonio Brown, his little fuck ups is a big deal because it's always, man, we don't want to cut him because he's a great player.
Mike Tomlin for 8 years let this dude be late to meetings, skip practice, all this stuff that you say is supposed to be your job. The problem is Mike Tomlin ass gave him a false sense of what the NFL is. That's why when he go to these other teams, he can't last because they like, we ain't Tomlin. We not finna put up with a bunch of your bullshit. Yeah, you do have to come to the meetings. Yeah, you do have to show up to practice. Yeah, you gotta be on time, my dude. Sorry.
You know how many dudes don't have to?
Don't have to what?
Come to the meetings and shit like that.
How many?
A lot, bro. A lot of the superstars don't have to go to that shit. They don't. They don't have to go to it. And if the coach, depending on if the coach like you or not, you don't have to go. All that shit is subject. Bruh, Brady ain't got to go to them shits if he don't want to go.
Brady the first one there.
He don't have to go to this shit if he don't want to go. That's a fact. If you're a superstar, you don't have to go. Is AB just think he's still a superstar?
You may not have to go, but again, part of being a leader on a team, you setting that.
We're not talking about part of being a leader. We're talking about a whole bunch of contracts being breached.
This is the same dude that sat up there and said, talking to the NFL. Now, this ain't you talking to your supervisor, which is the head coach. This you talking to the owner of the company of what you do. Tell me something. You gonna bend to my will. That's how delusional this dude is. Like the NFL can't function without Antonio Brown. You sitting there making reasons why this dude is some victim and he's not. That's his mentality. No, you're going to fold to me.
I'm not saying that he's a victim. What I'm saying is he's an employee.
No, he's not.
That's been wrongly treated.
So, what do you call an employee that kisses ass?
Ass kisser.
Yeah. Pretty much. So if you doing your job and you never speak on how you feel about any given situation,
or anytime you get treated, you always on the up and up.
Yeah, and you just a brown noser.
So that's what you call somebody that don't do their job but still always got something to say.
But
I call him a man. If he's being wrong and he's speaking up on it, I call him a man.
No, I say if he ain't doing his job but he always got something to say. It's like a dude when you at work. This nigga don't. This dude don't never do nothing. But always complaining.
What job didn't he do though? He caught the ball when it was thrown to him.
Not all the time. Not in big games.
What?
I've seen all steal a playoff game. You can't tell me what Antonio Brown do when you need him the most.
I'm talking about for the Bucks.
What? The playoff run, the dude wasn't even there. He came and played in the Super Bowl. He had nothing to do with them getting to the Super Bowl.
But he caught a Super Bowl. He got a touchdown in the Super Bowl
that they didn't need. Without that touchdown, did you not remember the score and when he caught it? If he wouldn't have caught it, they still would have won.
So?
And they won all the games throughout the playoffs without him.
So?
He acting like, oh, well, this happened because of me. No, it didn't, dude.
He played the season, didn't he?
Half of it.
He played good during the season. They was like, Antonio Brown's back.
No, they did not say that.
Yeah, they would.
He played half. I think he only had 400 yards, maybe something like that.
This is my point. He's an employee that has a problem with his boss. You making it seem like he's a criminal already. Like he's stupid. He's just a guy that you looking, you working down the aisles and you see, oh damn, Larry finna go see the shop steward. He got a problem. He's that guy. Like he's just him. You put them on some high pedestal just because of how much they get paid. That's just a business. On a high
pedestal, man. I don't respect to get nobody benefit of that. If you can't do what you supposed to do, stop commenting on what everybody else supposed to do. Them the niggas I can't stand. If you're not gonna do what you supposed to do, shut the fuck up. Seriously, like just like that.
What was
literally
he
just
doing?
Like that.
What was he doing that he's not? What was he? What was
he? He ain't been there the majority of the season. He comes
couldn't.
back one game.
He couldn't.
Whose problem is that? Nobody.
He couldn't. He had a whole case.
Hold on. Is it my problem that you can't perform your job?
No.
All right then. The only fact is you can't perform your job. I don't want to hear why.
So if
hold on. I got a good scenario for you, bro.
You ain't even in the middle of it, but you got something to say. You're not a part of it, but you got something to say.
According to your standard now, the fact that I just had COVID and missed 2 weeks from work, I should be fired.
Well, we did fire you, but no, I'm just playing.
No, you shouldn't be fired. No. You shouldn't be fired.
I'm saying I should be fired because I didn't do my job. It's a breach of contract, regardless of if I got sick or not. I wasn't at work, so I should be fired.
Well, they tell you not to come to work. If they tell you not to come, that's different than you just don't show up.
They wasn't told me.
If they say, Bug, you can come in, and you say, I got COVID, I ain't coming.
Nope.
That's like you don't come for 10 days.
Go down.
Yeah.
That's like paternity leave for a man.
Reggie.
I'm not having a baby.
That ain't how it go down, bro.
That's like paternity leave for a man. I'm not having a baby. My wife is. So just because I'm not at work, I don't deserve to be at work.
No, that's totally different.
How is that different?
That's totally different. They give you that because they got to make it equal among the sexes. You're
okay,
not having a baby, but
so
it's still half your baby.
The NFL gives you time to handle procedures that are criminal outside of football because you have a life outside of football. You're gonna run into nicks and crannies outside of football. You're not going to be a perfect, but you're not going to be a perfect player, bro. There's no perfect players.
Be a perfect player. What I'm saying is just keep it 100. You was just mad because you weren't getting the ball enough.
No, he tried to keep it 100. He just don't like the pay to keep it 100. Like all these other players. All these other players have all these other things too. Just Antonio Brown is frugal. He's very cheap, and he don't want to pay to shut people up. That's his problem. That's why all his information.
Period.
That's what I'm saying. That's why all his information get out. He do the same exact thing as these other players do.
Can't be. Because they will be in the same position. Exactly. He can't be. People say if somebody gives you a service, they just pay for the service. They don't say, give me the service and, nah, you know what, I don't think I'm going to pay you. And then when something bad happens, you want to look crazy.
But then, and a lot of times, people a search for a person who has controversy like that and put shit out that they didn't do shit for them. Like, I know, okay, like, for instance, let's say it's a catering company. All right. Now they just heard Antonio Brown got his roof done for $10,000, right? And they seek him out like, yeah, we'll help cater, boom, boom, boom. Don't worry about we'll give you this discount, boom, boom. Nah, just word of mouth. And then call a news station and say, Antonio Brown, he walked out on a $10,000 tab. They do shit like that. You know that. That's why a lot of stuff get hushed up and then don't go forward. Because it be people just pinning shit on celebrities.
I just want to know.
Look, I could back that up. The first thing they said when it happened and they showed him taking off his uniform and walking off the field, the first thing they said is Antonio Brown throws a fit, takes off his uniform, and just storms off the field. They made it all his fault with not even knowing the backstory.
We don't even know the backstory. The first,
but what I'm saying
24 hours that it happened, he shared
the first
24 hours that it happened.
He shared Bruce's text.
He said that wasn't from that day. That was from a different day.
It led up to that game.
It was all about. That's what the whole situation was about.
Because he's like, I told you about my ankle previous. You know that, right? The whole thing was about that situation. He wasn't sharing stuff from years ago.
That has nothing to do. He's saying on the sideline, he said a particular thing. We don't know if he said the particular thing. Because I have a conversation with you don't mean because I can show you that we talked about something 3 days ago that everything I say you say after that is the truth. You know that, right? Because first of all, y'all was saying that they didn't want him to get his incentives. Then I'm like, okay, they didn't want him to get his incentives. But then you say, 24 hours, he say, no, it wasn't about the incentives. It was because I was hurt.
That was social media. Social media put that out there.
Hey, y'all, it's been a minute. What up, Tiff?
I want to know, is he hurt or is it about the incentives?
It was social media that started talking about he walked off because they was freezing him out so he couldn't get his bonus. That was all social media. That was social media.
You throwing the ball, so you back throwing the ball to your boy Gronk. Is that social media? Or did they catch him sitting down on the sideline with his helmet between his legs saying that? Now, what they got to do with his ankle?
Again, when it happened,
they was freezing him out.
When he stormed off the field, immediately, the first thing they start saying is they freezing him out because they don't want him to get his incentive, and that's the reason he threw a fit. Okay, that's the whole story that they put out. Mm-hmm. Not him, not the coach, not the staff, the media, social media put that out based off what they were seeing. The same thing that we were seeing, they based it off that because he's a superstar. Now they look back at his past, and every time he voiced his opinion, and assume that hey, he's throwing a fit just because. But now that the story is out, you know what I'm saying? Look, it is what it is, man. Everybody want to be a part of that man's business, but nobody really knows what's going on. And then when he came, what's going on. Yeah, when he came out and tried to put the information out there, you know, that this is the conversation I had with my coach. He knew what was going on as far as my injury.
Yeah, I think the problem is like he been through so much to where it's basically like the kid that cried wolf. Now he crying wolf, and nobody believe him because of all his other shit.
Yeah, he branded himself. I ain't gonna say he branded himself, but the way he's been outspoken has put a stigma on him. Yeah. So everything that he does, they gonna look back at the past and say, okay. he's up to this again.
Okay, no. Y'all keep talking about this ankle text. Did you see the date on the ankle text?
What is the date?
The 24th.
24th of December, wasn't it?
Right.
Yeah, it led up to that game.
No, that was 2 games beforehand. That game that it led up to, that's the game he caught 11 balls for 100-something yards in.
Reggie. Because Jordan performed well in the flu game, do you not still mention that it was a flu game and he was injured and not at 100%? Are you still going to mention it?
Yeah.
Exactly. AB just played a great game hurt, bro. That's it. He played a great game hurt.
Right.
He was still hurt. The ankle was still swollen. It was still swollen. And he played a whole 2 games. That's kudos to you for playing injured. Now, if the shit still fucked up, what? You think it healed after playing on it hurt?
Bro, so then, again, you not explaining to me. You keep talking over. Why did he make the comment about Gronk if he was too hurt to even play? Why are you worried about if Gronk getting the targets if you can't play?
Because if I gotta play, I want the targets.
Obviously, no. He's not going in regardless if he gotta play. He said, I'm not going in.
Wait, hold on.
Playing.
All right, since we're mixing up timelines, aren't you?
No. Because that happened in that game, what I'm talking about.
Okay, so no, even if it happened in that game, what period did it happen? When he brought up, why aren't you passing me the ball, what quarter was that?
He only played 2 quarters.
What quarter was that?
I think it was the first.
Exactly.
First, second.
While he was still playing. It was happening at that moment. He was still playing. Second half. Why he's hurt.
They never made it to the second half. It was all in the first half.
It was all the first half. Okay, when it led to it.
It was like first or second quarter, he made the comment.
What I'm saying, he makes the comment to him. All right? He says, okay, well, if I'm not going to get touches, why the fuck am I playing hurt? And then he goes and says the comment to him. Why can't that lead all to that? Why gotta lead to his bickering? Why can't that lead to him?
I just want to know.
Not playing.
Was it about the incentives or was he hurt? Could he play or
could he not play?
Both. Could he play or could he not play?
If
you can't complain about
bro, look. If I'm
then say I'm unable.
Look, check this out. If I'm finna get 300 and some thousand, if I get some catches, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fucking play hurt, bro.
Y'all missing the whole point. Okay, these are pro players. They're making a whole lot of money. Okay, so we're gonna take it back to high school days. Rocky, when you was in high school, when you was in high school, Reggie, and I'm taking it back to when I was in high school, when we all played basketball. How many times you done rolled your ankle and still played?
And kept playing. That's what I'm saying. That's
ankle swole like a motherfucker. As soon as you take your shoe off, you ain't able to walk.
But that's what I'm saying, bud.
But me getting the ball ain't gonna determine if I'm going back in the game.
Yes, it is. If I'm not getting touches the first quarter, right? Why the fuck will I go back in and play hurt and risk more of my leg if they not passing me? I'm out there running routes and hurting my ankle for no reason. So, yes, coach, you want me to go back in? No, I'm not getting touches. I'm hurt.
So your ankle pain and tolerance goes by how many touches you getting, is what you're saying.
No.
It's more hurt when you're not getting touches.
Oh, my God.
Reggie, no.
Come on, bro.
No, it doesn't go by that. What I'm saying is, if I'm hurt from the beginning of the first quarter, I'm playing injured. For 2 games, I'm playing injured. It don't get worse. It hurts now. I'm just playing through it. And I'm like, bro, I'm playing through it, and you just passing it to Grunt. And you know I'm trying to get some incentives, and I'm playing through it. Bruce keeps saying, well, you need to go back in the game, even though you're not getting touches. Nah, man, my shit hurt. He ain't even trying to pass me the ball.
He was. Like I said, did you watch the game? I watched it. Or did you hear about it? I watched the game.
I watched the game, not live.
He had the most throws thrown to him in the first half. How is he not getting the ball? Because he don't catch it doesn't mean he's not trying to get him the ball. Man. I watched the game. He had the most throws thrown his way.
Then why he make... Wait. Well, we all know how Brady throw the ball.
Oh, shit.
Was he about to get tackled? Because Brady just throw it so a receiver way so he don't get... He's very good at not getting intentional grounding. He's very good at it. So just because it's thrown his way doesn't mean, hey, it was actually meant to be a catchable pass.
AB was covered. He didn't have a lot of separation. That could have been due to his ankle. But again, he got a bunch of throws. So if I see that you're not separating, even though I'm throwing you all these throws, why am I going to keep coming your way constantly? That's part of the reason why they was losing. Again, trying to force him the ball. He had 7 throws and couldn't get loose.
So he can get his catches.
Exactly, but you're talking about they trying to stop him from getting catches.
All right. Now, when I go to the sideline and say, hey, I can't play no more, why is that a problem? Why I got to get cut?
Because it's dudes that's hurt that really can't play. They're like, bro, you all we got.
So who do you... No, wait. You don't never
bro,
rate... You don't never base one injury off somebody else's. Because
that ain't making sense to me, bro.
Yeah, you don't base nobody injury off somebody else's.
I'm talking about as the coach. If my other top receivers are hurt, you're here, you suited up, you've already been in the game. Yes, I'm going to put you back in the game. Oh, that's what he tried to do. Put him back in the game. He said, I ain't going to the game. He like,
because he injured.
What you mean you're not going to the game?
Wait. He was a top receiver. They still won the game.
After he was gone.
But
they won the game.
That's what I'm saying. They still won the game. So
they was getting their ass whooped when he lost too. I mean, when he left too.
What I'm not. I don't think what we not getting. Well, what you not trying to get. What I'm saying is, Bruce was wrong for cutting him for not wanting to play because he's injured. If he knew he was injured, whether it was 1 game, 2 games ago, if you knew he was injured and he had concerns about it. You don't just cut him in the middle of the game.
And that's where all the lawsuits gonna come from.
That's wrong, bro. You let it transpire afterwards, and you see, okay, did he have his injury? Did he not? Because if he did, then you gotta address the injury.
Man, First, we gonna address what he said. Bruce Arians said he didn't say he was cut. He said you done, which can mean a multitude of things. That's why he's not gonna win a lawsuit. He said you done. That can mean done for the day. That can mean done for the game. No. You done. Go,
it was. He said you're no longer a buck.
He said that. No, that came after the game in the press conference. Again, I watched the game.
Oh, that wasn't
I know
just.
When he said it because he said it live. He said it in the press conference. He said Antonio Brown is no longer a Buck.
It don't matter if you watched that or not. It was everywhere.
He never said he said that on the sideline. He said you're done.
No, it was multiple players that was on the team that also heard him cut. The report was Antonio Brown was cut on the sidelines because he refused to go back in the game. It wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't that he was benched. On the bench.
His face, his expression told it all.
Like he was cut in mid-game. That's what the report was. It wasn't that he benched him, because that's what Antonio wanted. He wanted to go sit down. He said, I didn't want to go back in the game.
He said, you done. That's what he said, you done.
But that's what he wanted. Wait, so, okay. Reggie. Bruce wanted him to go in the game.
Well, we'll never know if he meant cut or not, because the stupid shit he pulled afterwards will get anybody
cut. Antonio Brown told you exactly what he said.
Cut. Yeah, he said, you're done. He didn't say he was cut. First of all, he didn't get cut till days later anyway. But he said, you done. That's what he said, you done, which I've heard coaches say that plenty of times. You're done. You said that to a player. You're done.
I've never told a person.
You had one. It was an attitude on the bench. You said, you know what, bro, you done. And he said, I don't care.
Who?
Sat there.
I ain't never told nobody.
A player?
They was done.
That they was done for the game?
Done for
Antonio Brown interview.
I don't think I've never told a player they was done
for the game.
Either I say you was done for today.
Yeah.
Don't worry about going in.
You done for the game. You done for the game.
That's different words than saying somebody's done. Like if I say you done for the game, I'm letting you know what you're done from.
Bro, in the middle of the game, he's not finna sit there and explain this
Bruh,
to this dude.
Ain't no grown man finna assume he got cut. He gonna go sit down. Okay, I'm done.
He knew he was gonna get cut because he was already on a zero tolerance policy. He knew he was gonna get cut.
All right, so
and then he made a show of it.
So wait. So you just said he knew he was gonna get cut after he said he was done.
Bro, after he got into that
that's
argument,
the problem.
After he got into the argument with him on the sideline, which Bruce Arians, everybody knows he didn't want to sign him in the first place. He only signed him to appease Tom Brady.
Okay, but
and then he got into a bad argument in front of the team.
That's not a bad argument, bruh. That's a man telling you I'm injured and I can't go back in. That shouldn't be an argument. That should be, all right, go sit down. Why even say you're done? Because you assume, because you talk from the standpoint of somebody that actually wanted him there. He never wanted him there. He been waiting on a reason to get rid of him. Okay, you saying it like he wanted him there, and that's wrong. No, if you have no legitimate reason to get rid of somebody, that's wrong.
He didn't want to get mixed up with him to begin with.
But what was he doing wrong? He did do something wrong with the vaccination card. They should have got rid of him then.
I told you why they didn't. They was using each other. That's what kills me.
They should have got rid of him.
Two people using each other, and then somebody want to act like one person better than the other. Antonio was using them to try to get a better contract and to rehab his image. They used him because they knew he was a good receiver that would take a little bit of money.
That's not using as a player. That's not using him. That's taking advantage of my opportunity. That's not
everybody
using
that
somebody.
Uses anybody is taking advantage of an opportunity. What are you talking? There's nobody that's ever used anybody who's not taking advantage of an opportunity.
No. What's your definition of use? Using is
okay. So here, hey bro, I don't mean to cut you, man. Look, here's a statement, all right, from Antonio Brown. We had already discussed it. He then ordered me to get on the field. I said, Coach, I can't. He didn't call for medical attention. Instead, he shouted at me, "You're done," while he ran his finger across his throat.
Wow.
Coach was telling hold on. Coach was telling me that I didn't play hurt, then I was done with the Bucks. I didn't quit. I was cut.
That was wrong, bro.
These are his words.
That's wrong.
Bro, I wish somebody else from the sideline would say something.
They won't, because everybody know that that's not how why would they even say anything? Like, bro, Bruce, you was wrong. I guarantee if they get rid of Bruce or he decide to leave or something like that, players are going to come out and talk about that day. Because he was wrong, bro. You don't. What? In a game? in front of millions of fans, you're cut. You're done.
Bro.
You're done. Throat slicing. To a grown man. I'm gonna tell you this. They lucky it wasn't me. I would have hit him.
Look,
I would have punched him.
You notice even in the highlights, they don't show that anymore. They don't show him storming off the field. They don't show the interaction between the coach. It's a reason, man. Yeah. When that coach said what he said
the Bucs
to
said,
Antonio,
get rid of all that.
The motherfuckers that was on the bench, they faces lit up. They were looking like, whoa, what the fuck? And did nobody move? Did nobody say nothing?
And I could see.
Mike Evans did. Mike Evans tried to stop. He said, bro, bro, don't do this.
But he tried to stop him because he knew Antonio didn't do nothing wrong. Like, all right, and then this the only problem I had with Antonio Brown. Just the only problem. How he went off the field. Not because he threw his stuff off and all that. Hey, I ain't give a fuck he did that. How he skipped and hopped off the field. Like, bro, your ankle's supposed to be hurt.
No, he hurt. He hurt.
No, what he did, he disrespected the whole game, man, the way he went off the field. And I think he did that on purpose. That's just my speculation.
Man. Yeah, to make a scene. He wasn't going to walk around and to the sideline. He went through the field, all that shit, so everybody know, hey, what's Antonio doing right now? What's going on? Yeah, he did that shit on purpose.
Man, he had just spent. Then if he still was that bad, they gave this dude the whole seat. Like, he hasn't even hardly played from rehabbing his same ankle. He says, I'm good to go. He comes out and he balls.
Bro, that picture was ugly.
He comes out and he balls. But you know everybody hurt this time of year. Ain't no NFL player that's ever played that said late in the season, you're not hurt. Okay. Nobody's healthy right now.
And some play and some don't.
And then he goes, then he say, I'm hurt, I can't go. First, he already went in, tried to get all these balls, couldn't get it. Couldn't get no separation. Wasn't your day. Then he say, all right, you ain't throwing me the ball, fuck it. Then Bruce say, go in. He said, I ain't going in. Then he said, all right, well, fuck it then. You done. He said, all right, bet I'm done. Then skips off the field. Bruh. But everybody tell me how hurt he is.
Bruh, it was wrong, bruh.
Both of them was wrong. You keep wanting to put it on. You never.
I don't think
you always put it away from the player.
I don't think.
I've never seen, no matter what a player has done.
I don't think AB was wrong. I don't think AB was wrong. What?
I've never seen you put nothing on a player.
I'll put something if the player was wrong. I'll put it on the player.
We done talked about a lot of times, unless it's player on player, you've never went against a player.
Ron Artest was wrong.
For what?
For going in the crowd looking for whoever threw the burr.
But that's no. It'll always be the social status. You got the higher ups and whatever the sport is versus the player. In that instance, you got the powerful player versus the regular ass fan.
Nah,
and I'm talking about in somebody that's higher up than the player in that organization.
Give me a situation.
We done talked about a bunch of them. Like, we done talked about so many over time.
No, we have not. What?
Yeah, we done talked. Let me see.
Give me a situation where I put
we done talked about AB 4 times. You've always taken AB side.
Wait a minute. Never.
You've always taken AB side.
Never. When he ain't paid a chef, I ain't taking his side.
Well, he just did that. That literally just happened. But again, that's somebody lower than him. I'm talking about somebody above him.
When he left the Steelers, I didn't take his side.
When he left Steelers, I said that he should have been cut after the Facebook Live thing. You said, why? You said he shouldn't have been cut after that. I'm like, bro, he's in a locker room while his coach is giving a speech and he's Facebook Living.
That was the Patriots, wasn't it?
That was Mike Tomlin was in the back.
No, that was Mike Tomlin.
The Patriots.
No. I didn't think he should have got cut because of FaceTime Live. Nah.
While the coach is talking to you during his post-game speech in a locker room, which every player that's ever played said is sacred.
Oh, that's sacred?
Yeah, every player that's ever talked about, nobody had his back on that. Every single player.
Nah, but I think there was a situation.
Like, locker room sacred.
If they would have cut him, it would have been a penalty. I think there was a situation.
Yeah, that's why they didn't cut him, because he was on a big contract, so they traded
him.
Then
I wouldn't want him to cut him. That's probably why I didn't want to cut him anyway.
The NFL helmet thing. You took his side on that.
What helmet?
AB. When they first got to Oakland, he was mad.
Because that's stupid. It's a helmet.
For 2 years, they've been saying, based on our professionals, these helmets are not good. We have new helmets for everybody, and they gave everybody 2 years to pick a helmet that they like better. And everybody had to go through it. Every single player on every single team. Tom Brady he bitched about his helmet, but he had to pick a new one. Aaron Rodgers talked about it. Had to pick a new one.
And then AB,
that's why AB made the statement.
AB
they gonna fold to me.
Wait. AB did that on purpose.
I know.
He was doing all that on purpose to get
And you
cut.
took his side. You said, "Hey, he did what he had to do." I'm like,
that's what I'm saying. That's not taking his side.
He's not disrupting.
Did he not get what he wanted?
I don't even know what he wanted. What did he want? To lose $30 million?
He wanted to get out of there. He didn't know he was going to lose $30 million.
Get out of there for what? Nothing happened. They was still in the offseason. He only been there 2 weeks.
Something did happen. He won a Super Bowl.
No, but that's before that. I'm talking about he never won a Super Bowl until he got to the Tampa. I'm talking about
that's what I'm saying. All that to get cut to go to a good team.
He chose to go to the Raiders.
Because he thought it was going to work out until he realized Gruden ain't shit.
How he realized that in not even a week?
Bro, he wasn't.
Not even a week went by.
Did you watch Hard Knocks? Did you watch the Raiders? The Raiders Hard Knocks, the behind the scenes.
Y'all seen some of it?
Bro, Gruden ain't shit.
Man, all I know is Gruden.
He thought he knew every fucking thing, and he did it. He thought he could do everything.
Bro, that dude wasn't even there a week.
For a reason, he didn't.
Taping phone conversations.
He didn't want to beat her.
You didn't. You took a side on that with the phone. I said, bro, that's the most bitch shit I've ever seen in my life.
What phone call?
A grown man taping another grown man phone conversation.
I didn't take that side. See, you making up stuff now.
No. You didn't say it was right, but you refused to admit he was wrong. I said, bro, that was some bitch ass shit. You said, hey man, he had to do what he had to do to get out of there by any means necessary.
Wait.
I named all shit. I said, so you telling me he wasn't fucked up for this? You said, no, he got to do what he got to do to get out of there. His goal was to get out of there. He got to do what he got to do. And all these things happen in a row. The cryo chamber, the helmet, the phone conversation, the get on there, get on live and Instagram talking about free me.
What's wrong with that?
What do you mean what's wrong with that?
Odell said free him.
Oh, Jesus.
Who else said free him?
Odell didn't say it. Odell daddy said that. LeBron James
said free him.
Odell didn't say nothing.
LeBron James said free him. Odell did say something. Odell text LeBron. Odell text LeBron and his daddy said, hey, y'all, can y'all put out a little PR and say free me?
Man. So they could just do it on their own.
They don't never do it on their own. Them feelings come from other people. Like, how do I know that Reggie don't like his job?
I gotta tell you.
Exactly.
But that don't mean I'm telling you what to say for me.
But that's what I'm saying. If you tell me and you're in a position to where the only way you can leave your job is if they trade you or whatever, but you'll still be in a good position, man, I got you, bro. I remember what you, man, free, because you know I got a big following. Free my nigga Reggie, bro. That's how it works.
Yeah, but I don't think Odell was wrong. Odell was cool.
Odell
ain't do nothing unprofessional. Hey, LeBron talking, his daddy talking, that's on them. That's on them.
That's because Odell got a daddy and stuff. Anthony Brown ain't got all that shit.
This dude.
Odell told his daddy to do that video of Baker. You think Odell daddy had them connections to get that good footage of Baker messing up like that? No. Odell gave him the number to the video guy. Said, hey, call this guy and tell him what you want, what scenes, what cuts. Here, I even got some seconds of the game for you.
What access you got access to.
Oh my God!
These powerful players, people in their circles be having access, bro. LeBron get his dudes keys to the stadium.
Oh my God!
You know what I'm saying? He get his dudes keys to the stadium. So you don't know what kind of access these dudes got.
You sound like Skip Bayless when he be making excuses for.
I'm not making excuses for Odell, man. Odell, like I said, Odell's
I'm not making excuses for none of them.
AB is a clown show.
What I'm saying,
AB is a fucking clown show.
Odell wore a watch to the fucking
indestructible watch.
Oh my God!
But no, I said that shit was stupid too, though.
Oh my God!
That shit was stupid.
That's some clown shit.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
That shit was stupid.
Bro, what do you need a watch for in the NFL game?
You got paid a lot of money.
And not just a regular watch, $1 million watch.
You got paid a lot of money to endorse that watch. And the point of the watch was it's indestructible. That was the whole thing with that watch, why it cost so much. It's indestructible.
Man.
So he went out there, he said, I'm playing a whole football game with a watch gonna be good. But even then, I agree with you. That shit was some bullshit. But come on, man. The dude tried to freeze his fucking feet off.
Who?
AB! He wet his feet and went somewhere where it was -40 degrees and got frostbite. He could have lost his fucking feet.
He's not all there in the head.
Thank you. That's all I've been saying this whole time.
It's a lot of football players that's not all there in the head, but that don't make them wrong everything something happen.
I don't say he wrong for everything that happened. Odell ain't been, I mean, not Odell. AB hasn't been right since that Bengals game when he got hit in the head, bro. I'm keeping it a buck. He's been doing weird shit ever since he got that nasty-ass head collision from, I think it was Ray Malaluga in that Cincinnati game. When everybody said that was a dirty hit. He been doing he has not been right ever since then.
Man, he cool, man. All right, we're going to move on to something else. Because Reggie love hating on AB.
Oh, man. I used to think he was the best receiver in the league at one time. Now he just a clown.
Now he a clown. Just like, that's what I'm saying. If everybody there, I feel sorry for every player that Reggie like right now. Because in 5 years, this is how he's going to be talking bad about you.
No.
Because you said LeBron used to be your favorite player. Now AB used to be your favorite receiver.
I didn't say he was my favorite receiver. I said I thought he was the best receiver in the league. He wasn't my favorite receiver.
But I'm saying, you thought he was the best. You thought LeBron. Oh, my God. And now, how you talk about these guys? Oh, my God.
Bro, if you do a bunch of bullshit, I'm going to tell you do a bunch of bullshit. I'm going to keep it real. Even if I like you, I'm going to keep it real with you. He doing some bullshit.
Man.
He need better people in his circle.
He don't have nobody.
There's ways to do things where you ain't got to make yourself always look like a villain. What he could have did with to make Bruce Arians like a straight dumbass, and he would have left. And if he'd have got cut, at least 5 teams would have signed him because of how good he had acted for that little half a season. If he would have just got his shit and walked back to the locker room and went back there and sat and never came out, they'd have asked him after the game, what happened, AB? He didn't be like, I told coach I was hurt. I couldn't go back in the game. He told me I was cut. Bruce Arians was like a fucking monster. And then once they cut him after that, he already have a job right now. He will have a job right now. But dude just want to handle everything in the worst possible way. The worst possible way. Had he just walked back there, the first thing would have said, why you leave, AB? What happened? You left, you never came back. He could have told his story. Everything would have lined up. And everybody would be like, Bruce Arians, you was fucked up for that, dog. It wouldn't even be nothing about no AB, no shirt off, no AB walks out, none of that. It would have been none of that. He didn't be like, my coach told me I was cut. I went to the locker room, I took my stuff off. Just like he said. He'd have came out looking smooth. Smooth.
Hey, man. You hate him. Just say it.
I don't hate him. I wish he would handle things better. That's it. Dude got a Hall of Fame resume, and here we are at the quarter end of it, and he just like he trying to do everything not to get the gold jacket. Just self-sabotage.
All right, we finna move on. MasterChef contestants allegedly cooked endangered animals. That's fucked up.
Which one is that? That one where they cooked that shit and the people threw up. When they
I don't believe that shit, man.
What, they cooking endangered stuff?
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah, they probably screen. I know they got to screen all that food before they bring it in there.
Yeah, that's
well, it's in
that's Peter getting mad because the motherfuckers in there cooking all that meat.
It says the governments of Ecuador and Colombia condemn a possible use of wild species in cooking show. The meat lay on wooden cut boards on MasterChef's contestants shark, crocodile, Vincent, and slab from the world's largest rodent, which is a glomerous judge assured tastes more like pork. That's the endangered animal.
Yeah, it's man, I see it in my head, man.
Yeah, the big old rodent.
Yeah, it looked like a rat, but as big as a damn dog.
It's called Benelli. Benella.
I'm not sure, but
Benella is the most likely spectated speckled caiman species. Oh no, that's a crocodile. That's what
they named that animal is being labeled as being endangered because they don't see them. But if you do your research, you find out that those animals are solitary animals. They don't like to be seen.
Okay.
But either way.
Man, I think them that's how them Chinese people always be eating them endangered shit. Don't be telling the world. They don't be telling them. They be trying everything. They eat poisonous animals and everything. Like, what's the point of eating something that you got to get revived from right after you eat it?
I don't know why you want to eat some stuff that can kill you. That's like saying, hey, bud, man, you want some tiger meat? What you want some tiger meat for? You want some of this lion thigh?
Well, let me ask you a question. Have you ever had horse?
No. No. You ate horse? You ate horse before?
Listen, while we were living in Europe, that is a meat that was served on like the meat trucks.
Mm.
Yeah, they sell horse meat, and it tastes pretty damn good.
I just want to know, because I want to see Dre's face if this is his first time learning this. Did your mama ever cook it and didn't tell him that y'all ate it?
Hell
no. It's not something you could buy. You're not going to buy it on the open market.
Oh, okay. It's a specialty meat, like something you got to catch right where they selling it?
It's European. I wish I could think of the name of it. I can't even think of it right now. But it's like in Korea. They actually eat dogs and cats.
They do that in America. Some of these Chinese restaurants.
Yeah, but in America you can go to jail for that, right?
Yeah, I heard.
But in Korea, it's perfectly normal. They actually have, like we have cow farms here. They got dog farms.
You ever ate that?
What?
Not you.
No,
I'm talking Bug.
It's called K-gogi.
Bug been in Korea.
That's what I'm saying. Have you ever
he ate dog. I know he has. You ain't never ate dog.
Oh
man, you may not have known you was eating it.
No, it's a distinct look. When you see it, you know it.
Oh, okay.
Do it smell different?
No, it's seasoned. They cook it.
Chinese people season their food. What I was gonna say, y'all seen they got a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reboot?
Yeah, I've been keeping up with that. It came. Did you ever see the one they had a couple years ago? The little trailer to get all this in motion.
Nah,
it was a trailer that Ryan Coogler directed. The dude that's finna do the show. He got with Ryan Coogler. Ryan Coogler loved the idea. He directed this trailer, and it was out there. And everybody was like, "Damn, that shit look good." Somebody just picked that up. Will Smith ended up seeing it and saying, "Yeah, you know what? That dude look good." And then he kind of got involved with the project, and here we are a few years later that I made it happen. I think it came out like in 2017. The trailer did.
But this is the thing. Everybody mad about it though.
But they got different actors, so they ain't got the people from the trailers and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, but they use them actors?
Nah, they mad because Uncle Phil ain't fat. He like a slender, kind of muscular black guy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe they did that to his memory. They don't want to try to find a dude, you know what I'm saying, that's trying to, copy too much off of him.
I mean, a reboot is a reboot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I don't think this dude is tall like Will.
Yeah. I think it might be cheesy and people ain't gonna watch it for real.
They said it's supposed to be a little bit more on the dramatic side versus the comedy side. It's gonna still be comical, but it's supposed to have a little bit more drama in it.
Drama to it.
Yeah, you should watch that trailer. That trailer made it like not the
and then the black what's her name? Rachel? Was it Rachel?
Was it one of the sisters?
Yeah, the older sister. Hillary. Hillary is dark skin. She's not the little light skin no more. The lightest one is Tatiana. The one that was Tatiana Ali. Ashley. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, nothing wrong with that. You can't make it too much like the original because that'll turn people off. Like you trying too hard to copy exactly what it was. It's gonna be some changes. There has to be. One thing they can't do is try to replicate the magic that was the original Fresh Prince. That's probably why they're going a little bit more dramatic versus comedy.
Hey, I want to ask y'all a question, man.
Go ahead.
So a normal chair sits about roughly 2 feet, 2.5 feet off the ground. Mm-hmm. So if you're standing on a chair, all right, I'm asking both of y'all, are you comfortable with knowing if you're gonna fall off this chair, you're standing on this chair, and you happen to fall? Are you comfortable with saying you know how to fall in a way that you won't hurt yourself too bad?
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, but you got to know how you. Are you saying I know how I'm finna fall, so I'm ready to embrace it?
Yeah, you know how to fall to limit the damage to your body.
No. What I'm saying is, just somebody push me, and I don't know I'm finna fall.
No. You're standing on the chair working, doing something, standing on the chair, and you happen to just fall.
Yes, I'm not comfortable with saying that I'll be prepared. Because I might.
No, you're not gonna be prepared, but in the midst of your fall, well, okay.
In the midst of my falling, I'm gonna use something I don't care about to brace myself.
Yeah, you react. Your instincts are gonna kick in, and you're gonna sacrifice something to cushion the blow. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna limit the injury to your body.
Mm-hmm. Try to.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. Well, I say that to say this. Today at work, I'm standing on a 3-foot ladder, because
those are the most dangerous ones, the short ladder.
Yeah. Well, it's not a ladder; it's a step.
The step stool.
Yeah. So I'm standing on it. I'm wiping down the top of this damn truck, and as I try and come down, I don't know how I did it, but my foot got tangled up, and when you're getting ready to fall, you can either try and catch yourself, and in doing that, you tend to do more damage to yourself. So
you try to catch yourself with your hair?
No. I'm saying if you try and stop yourself from falling,
try to grab something. Yeah, try to grab something.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, you end up hurting yourself worse. Yeah. Right? So as my foot get caught, and I know that I'm finna fall, I did what you said. I embraced the fall. I knew I was going down, so now it's just knowing how to hit the ground. That's what it was like.
You just gave up, like, fuck it.
and look, when I hit that, I gave up my left arm. All right, so
that's what I'm saying. That's why I said I
saved my back.
I'm gonna give up something I don't give a fuck about. My left side, probably. If he that side, I try to lay it down. Cause I'm thinking I need my right for some shit, so I'm bracing my left, trying to grab with my right.
Now, after doing all that, I realized, I saved myself. I didn't hurt myself too bad. Naturally, some bumps and bruises, but it was one factor that I didn't count on. The fact that I'm 50 years old.
What, you feeling it now?
Man, my whole fucking body hurt. Literally, parts that I know didn't hit the ground, man.
Yeah, he tensed up. That'd be the worst part when you know something finna happen. A lot of times when you don't know, your body don't tense up and strain your muscles because it's like you're not ready for it. Because when you get in a car accident, if you drunk, your body's reaction time is like slow, right? So that's why they say a lot of drunk people survive. Like them accidents, it always be the sober one that die.
It's always the driver that make it for some reason.
Yeah, the drunk driver always make, because they in such a relaxed state, they body don't tense up and make their injuries as worse as they could be. But what I was gonna say, what y'all think about because we talked about this last time, and since we talked about it, my kids got kicked out of school because my son was choking on some milk in the morning. All right, so he goes to school. Literally, we just drop him off for breakfast. This is 5 days ago. Okay, so we drop him off for breakfast, and he's drinking his milk, and I guess he's thirsty, and he's drinking it too fast, or he's breathing while he's drinking, and he's choking on. He starts choking and coughing, right? They send him to the nurse, and then they call us and say him and his brother got to go home because he's showing signs of COVID.
Yeah, see.
Dude got milk coming out his nose.
That's a symptom of
COVID. I was so fucking pissed.
Milky mucus.
Then the next day, get a call from my oldest school. They say he has to come home for 10 days because there was somebody in the 8th grade that got COVID. So the whole B team got a quarantine for 10 days. Can't come to school.
See, it couldn't be me, man. And here's why. Just you telling the story, I guess probably because you're talking about my nephews. So it's touching me in a way where it's pissing me off. And my instinct to say, fuck them and take, if it was my kids would be at home. Fuck it. We doing remote teaching. God damn it, fuck them.
Yeah, they told, they had me, TJ, on middle son. They sent them home. They doing virtual all this week, just his class.
And that's why it couldn't be me, because I told them, kiss my ass. My kids are gonna be virtual for the entire year. Fuck you.
They ain't coming back.
But they not letting kids go just virtual.
They ain't got no fucking choice.
And you know
if you
why?
Send my kid.
You know, because if they don't have seats at the desk, they don't get the funding.
Exactly.
That's the Missouri governor that does that.
Yeah,
here's the thing. They have to show. You can't just say a kid, oh, he got a runny nose, he got COVID, send him home. You have to have some form of testing to show that this child has COVID.
And look,
10-minute test
the nurse had the nerve to get an attitude with me when I said, okay, well, I'm finna go take him get a test and then bring him back. No, he still has to do the Riverview Garden protocol and sit out for 5 days. 5 days? Everybody else is 10 days. Like, I was just like, what? What?
It couldn't be me, bro. Couldn't be me.
I'm like, oh my God. Because I was mad thinking like he coughed or something like that. But then when I went to go pick him up, he said, Dad, I was drinking milk and I choked. That made me even madder.
Yeah,
I was like, what the
Bro, I would have went the fuck off.
Oh my God.
And then you ain't called Bud while you was at the school. He'd be like, hold on, hey, I'm on my way.
Yeah, bro, you know what?
I'm on my way.
They'd have called the police on me, man. Real talk. Because first of all, you going to send my kids home. Who going to babysit them now? Okay, second of all, you send my kids home and you ain't even test them. Okay, you going off word of mouth. Somebody said that somebody else told them that they saw him cough. Yeah. What the fuck?
And they just picking kids out so they can have a limit in school. My oldest had a teacher that didn't return. He quit. He like, fuck this.
Yeah. And that's what needs to happen. Every teacher needs to just walk away from that shit. I bet these motherfuckers wake up then.
They told Rashawn he had a headache and his nose was running a little bit. And they told him, they said he need to leave for 5 days until he feels better. And sure, I said, you gotta leave. I said, since when you gotta leave? Cause you got a headache. Because your nose running.
Yeah, they don't tell shit. All right, the article says. Go ahead.
I walk into school pointing at motherfuckers. Hey, he coughing. Hey, he just said he got a bad migraine.
Say, city's officials detail new strategies for curbing COVID-19 in schools. Measures include increased testing, requiring negative tests to come back to school, and masks. And see, that's the thing. Like here, this is in Boston. In Boston, I think. Here, you don't even have to test to go back. They just say 5-10 days. All right, you can come back. That lets me know, like, they really don't care, like, because he could have it right before he come back. You know what I mean? And then come back and bring it.
So let me ask y'all a question, man. Did y'all hear what the Missouri governor said about this vaccine?
No. What did he say?
Okay. Of course, he's still trying to push the issue for everybody to get vaccinated. But then, in the same fucking sentence, he said it really doesn't matter because
you can
herd
still get it.
Immunity. No, not that you can still get it. He's counting on herd immunity. Okay? Do y'all understand? Look, do y'all understand what herd immunity is?
The strong survived and the weak died.
Yes, basically, he's counting on everybody to catch this shit.
Yeah.
So that's why they sending everybody to school. They sending everybody to work. They said, fuck all the mandates. Man, look, fuck y'all government, man.
Well, I think it's more of a.
I told you,
COVID ain't going nowhere,
bro.
But I'm saying, COVID ain't going nowhere, and they're under the assumption like, okay, this shit ain't going nowhere. Some people are surviving from it because they becoming asymptomatic, and their immune system is actually.
Man, all the vaccine does is it take away like the harshness of the COVID. That's it. Like I
wouldn't even say that.
I wouldn't even say
that got COVID and fucked them up, and then they got vaccinated and they caught COVID again, and it was like they was asymptomatic. They had no symptoms, no.
But who's to say if they caught it one time and then without vaccination they caught it again, they would have been the same way?
Okay, explain the ones that has the vaccine. Explain the ones that has the vaccine and that are still dying.
And still die.
Okay, I got a coworker that caught COVID. After he got rid of COVID, he went and got the vaccine and caught the shit again.
Did it mess him up the second time?
No different. He suffered the same both times.
I don't know, man. I just think this is a survival of the fittest. You know what I'm saying? Sickness.
Bro, look, man. It don't take a rocket scientist to figure this shit out. Wash your hands. Stay out of motherfucker's face. You know what I'm saying? Cleanliness. Hygiene. That's all it is. It's the common fucking flu.
That reminds me, LeBron posted that and everybody got mad as hell at him. Did you see that?
No.
When he posted
it
that
seemed
Spider-Man
like the flu,
pic.
yeah.
Wait, they said flu, COVID, and the common
confused.
cold, and it was all like,
yeah,
like who is who, and people was hella mad.
Shit, it's the truth, man. See, that's what I'm saying. My guy LeBron, he posts that truth, that what he feel. It may not be agreeable
help me understand
by everybody, but it's like what a nigga really thinking. Like, yo, which, yo.
Hey, look, I did the math, man. I backtracked. Initially, when I caught COVID, the first thing I thought about is my family because we had that Christmas party that weekend. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, I done contracted it somewhere in this area, so I need to let everybody know to go get tested, right? Come to find out, I didn't get it from nowhere near there. Okay, I thought I even got it from the comedy show. I didn't get it there because my mother was sitting right next to me. I got it that Monday when I went to work. When I got to be careful. I was going to call this guy out his name. It was a Caucasian guy. Okay, that came from northern Missouri, I believe, or southern Missouri. He came from way the fuck out there in hillbilly land. Because when he showed up to pick up their vehicle, this guy had on coveralls. Oh. You know what I'm saying? With the straps, the whole jean outfit. And he's standing there. While one of the officers went upstairs to go take care of paperwork and pick up the vehicle, he stayed down there and talked to me. We talked about the military. We talked about their job. We talked about the vehicles. But he was in close proximity. I never thought about it. Never thought about it. But the very next day is when I came down with that shit. So my point is cleanliness, stay the fuck out of people's face, you know what I'm saying? And you be good. Hell, I went 2 years. I went the whole time without catching this shit.
So you believe now, bud?
I believe what?
That COVID is real?
Oh, I believe the flu is real. Okay, it just caught me slipping. I got a little bit too comfortable, and he got me.
Yeah, I know black people used to act like that for the longest time, like especially they used to always be like, they need space, don't get in their bubble, they space, and they be like, I don't shake hands, and they be like, I don't touch everybody's hands and shit.
Germaphobe,
and then people used like, man, that dude kind of asshole. Yeah. But now that is the shit that everybody got to go by.
Well, what's that? What's that dude that's Howie on America's Got Talent? Howie the bald
Howie Mandel.
Okay. Howie Mandel, yeah, he a germaphobe. He don't shake nobody's hand. He be killing people. He be like, hey, how you doing? Russell Simmons too. He be like, hey, how you doing? He don't shake people's hand.
That's because they be with them alternative methods, man. Like they don't really take them types. Don't be taking like medicine and shit. Everything be like herbal and it's in your diet. That Dr. Sebi stuff.
Yeah, man. But I mean, I think I'm asymptomatic already.
Hey, I never had, because I heard John Sally talking about this.
Oh, God.
Rick, I don't know if you ever had it.
Oh, God. John Sally talking about it?
Bug, you're a little older. I don't know if you had it, but you might have had the best chance. A colonic.
A colonic?
Yeah.
Talking about getting your ass flushed?
I think that's what it is. You like get your whole body flushed.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. I am 50 years old.
My mama had that because you gotta eat Jello and shit.
I am 10 years overdue for a colonoscopy.
Oh shit.
Okay, did you hear what I said?
Yeah,
I'm 10 years overdue. Okay, do you think I'm gonna have that shit done?
Obviously, hell no.
Man, you better go get you one of them shit.
Yeah, they said I'm 10 years overdue.
Man, I got a big ass sign on my ass. It says exit only.
I think they got alternative ways for doing it now.
Unless them motherfuckers can stick an IV in my arm.
I think they got another way for it. I think they could do one finger now.
Hey, they got that shit I've been seeing them advertise where you shit in a plastic bag and mail it in.
Yeah, you can mail it in. Yeah.
Would you do that?
Yeah, I do that.
Send your stools.
But I'm not 62 years old yet.
Oh. He said I'm 10 years overdue.
What you supposed to get one when you 40?
Yeah, it used to be 45, then they lowered the age to 40.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one when I turn 40.
You gonna get one?
Yeah.
They said
Bug, no, our family got a problem with cancer. We do.
Bug said he said if it's that type of cancer, it's going to catch him by surprise. Fuck that.
Look, my boss tried to talk me into it. So I'm about, they even put you to sleep. Oh, that's supposed to make me feel better? You gonna put me to sleep and violate me?
What if you get a girl doctor?
You don't care.
Oh shit, she gonna be taking pictures.
Yeah,
look how we violating this Negro.
Hey, he make it sound so dirty.
Yeah, he do.
He make it sound. He said, "You gonna put me to sleep and violate me?"
I ain't gonna want to get put to sleep. I'm gonna want to see all of it.
You don't see shit. You laying on your side while motherfuckers sticking this plastic scope up your ass.
Wait, hold on. What they say, I'm going to look back at it.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how we came down this road. I don't know where we made the wrong turn at. It came down this road. We was talking about children in school, and somehow we got to this.
I'm going to look back at it like, okay, don't go too deep now. It's right
my
there.
ain't that damn big. All right now.
Nah, but for real, man, that shit's serious, man.
They
cancer running your family.
Look, they ripped that package on that 2 foot long ass scope. You gonna be sitting there with your eyes bucked open, like, what you finna do with that?
And you gotta eat Jello and drink fluid for like, I think a whole week before the surgery.
Nah, they give you this nasty ass drink. You have to drink the day before. You got to drink all that shit.
Just the day before? Okay. Yeah.
But you can't eat nothing.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, it's gonna clean your whole intestines out.
Yeah, and everybody that I done talked to, they say that shit is horrible. It literally takes you damn near the whole day to drink it.
Man.
Yeah, I'm good.
That's probably like that shit they give you when you get ready to take a glucose test. I heard that shit is disgusting.
I'm getting it, man. I already said it. I'm getting over my fear, and I'm just get it done.
Oh, see, that's a misunderstanding. See, ain't no fear.
Oh, I got fear.
I have no fear. I'm just letting you know. A motherfucker ain't fucking with my asshole. They can come up with an alternative method. Yeah, they can come up with another way. I'm all for it.
Just a camera, but what if they get a smaller camera, like it's a size of a thread, and it just slide up your butt, just a slither.
You know, another method is they take some KY jelly, lube you up, and the doctor stick his finger up in your ass and start rubbing around on your prostate.
Yeah. Making you nut and shit.
Yeah, see? Now, why he got to do?
Y'all seen that movie? Y'all seen that movie? Road Trip with the dude from American Pie, Stiffer.
Yeah,
and he going to sperm clinic, and she asks him, "Would you like to self ejaculate or us to help you?" And he was like, "Yeah, for you to help me." And he didn't know what was going on. He thought they was finna go back there and have sex. And he take her back there. I mean, she take him back there, and she says, "All right, put your hands on the bed for me and bend over." He said,
bent his ass over that table.
Yeah. He said, "Oh, you got ways to do it from the back, huh? Okay." So he still don't understand. She put the gloves on, stuck it in his ass, and made his prostate ejaculate. He was like, "Ah!" But bro, after he got that done, throughout the whole movie, all he would try to do for the girls that he was running into was like, here's this glove. All you gotta do is stick your finger.
No, they said, man, I seen it. They said that's like the most powerful.
It ain't worth it.
Way to ejaculate.
It ain't worth it.
Hey, when you have it done to you, let me know.
Nah, that's gonna be one of the world's mysteries.
Look, I take your word on it. Fuck that.
Man, I think by the time I get it, they gonna have another way. But I'm getting it done, man.
We're hoping that technology advances in these years to come.
Man, that's
like we could just X-ray it.
That's 6 years. 6 years from now. Yeah, I got faith in them. Where and we got a vaccine in 6 months. Come on, now.
Hey, I got a good conspiracy theory for y'all, man.
What's that?
Y'all know Bob Saget died, right? I know.
Yeah, R.I.P. Bob Saget.
Talk about that.
R.I.P. Bob Saget. Yeah.
Yeah, Rocky, you was gonna hit on a few people that went, but anyway, Bob Saget. They say he passed away in a Florida hotel, right? And they say that somebody reported him as being unresponsive, and then they say there's no indication of foul play or drugs in his room. Okay. Now, that's exactly how they put the information out. So that's a red flag for me. If this man ain't had no kind of health issues, and he just dies in a Florida hotel, upscale hotel,
and he just got done performing. That's why he
just got off the stage.
Yeah. Because he just posted. He just posted on Instagram. Had a great time with Florida or whatever.
Right. Look, I never called nobody a drug addict. Okay, if I ain't got hard proof. Okay, but I'm telling you, that man was doing some type of dope or something. Okay, and whoever was in that room cleaned out that room before they called whoever to come check on him.
Oh yeah.
And more than likely, since they say there was nothing in his system, he's probably doing some coke.
Probably overdosed on something, or he probably popped some pills and was drinking liquor all night.
Did something.
Yeah, he could have been on some Xannies because Bob Saget, he was always known like he joked like that. Like, did you watch Entourage yet?
No.
Yeah.
So Bob Saget plays a big role on Entourage. Okay. Season 2, I think, is where he comes in a lot, and he's like, he plays himself, Bob Saget, and they was like, man, you going to chill with Bob Saget tonight? And he's like, yeah, man, and Bob Saget got the hoes, the weed, the coke, all that shit. Man, that nigga was doing that shit for real. He played that shit too good.
Yeah. You can't be that young and just die of unknown fucking causes, man. That shit don't happen.
Man, you never know, man. When it's your time to go, it's your time to go, and you never know. I wonder, though, because if something was in the system, alcohol or something, because he just got done performing and left for a club. Something was in the system. They should have. Yeah, that do make it a little suspicious when you say nothing was in the system. You know what I mean?
Room is spotless.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, R.I.P. Bob, though, man.
Yeah, it's all people that's been dying. It's been a lot of old football greats dying.
Who?
A lot of old football greats dying.
Betty White.
Yeah, Betty White died.
The one that killed me was the brother, man.
The actor. You talking about?
Sidney Poitier.
Yeah.
Sidney Poitier.
Yeah.
That man, they ain't give that brother no airtime, man.
Man, he won the first Grammy of black. Won the Oscars. He was one of the first black win an Oscar.
Yeah, it's sad how they let Betty White overshadow this man's death.
Oh yeah, that's what Betty White, man. She was in that limelight, front and center. All the way till she died. Sidney Poitier kind of fell into the background.
That's because he didn't lower himself.
Was big time, man.
Yeah, he didn't lower himself, and he kept his certain catalog. Yeah, and he wasn't finna. Because the only stuff he would have got is stuff like a John Weatherspoon got. You know what I'm saying? Like
some pro-black,
yeah,
or I ain't gonna say pro-black,
comedic,
or prominent back.
Yeah. Tyler Perry. He would have got all his stuff from Tyler Perry, basically. I wonder why he didn't do no Tyler Perry stuff before he passed.
I don't know, but I know every time I watch Raising the Sun with him in it, it cracks me the hell up. I told you, mama. He cracks me. But my son's gonna have something better than me. Come on, mama, I need the money. Hey, he cracked me up in that movie.
Okay, hold on.
Then I remember when redid the movie. Some people felt some kind of way about that when Diddy did it.
What?
Hey, have y'all ever had boxer's fracture?
What is it? What?
Boxer's fracture.
Boxer's fracture?
Yeah, that's what they call it when you punch something and you crack one of your knuckles.
No, I ain't had that.
But anyway, I've had it before on my right hand.
What'd you say?
I felt it. I said I had it on my right hand before.
Boxer's fracture.
Boxer's fracture. What is it again?
When you fracture one of your knuckles.
Oh, that's what that's called?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I did that before.
And I slapped my hand, the palm of my hand hit the floor so damn hard today. All my knuckles hurt.
You just brought back memories in my hands.
You should see him ever rubbing his hand like something happened.
I know that hurt. I hate hurting my fingers, bro, and my knuckles. But it happened so much. Like my knuckle popped out right there. I got
can't make a
scar
fist
across that edge.
Can't open my hand all the way.
Can't jack off right.
No, I jack off with my right hand.
I thought you might do stranger danger. Cause you know you
stupid.
That left a stranger.
Hell no.
Shit, fucking do a threesome.
You crazy.
Hey, that remind me. You seen Zach and Miri make a porno?
Oh yeah.
You ever sit on your arm till it falls asleep?
Yeah, that shit was funny. I know what you're talking about, yeah. Oh, fuck. Okay. What I should talk about? Yeah, stupid. Hold on.
What was his name? Lester the Molester Cockenstuff. And he's like, oh, that's a great porn name. He said, we get to have porn names? I want to be Brad Jones. Oh, man. He said, what's your name? Lester the Molester Cockenstuff.
Okay.
That one chick on there, the little blonde chick, she was a real porn star.
Okay, I don't know. This is something that just got signed. Governor Parsons signs Executive Order 221 establishing Missouri Early Childhood State Advisory Council.
That sounds like some bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is, and it sounds like some bullshit.
All right. Governor Parsons says last year we streamlined service to Missouri's children and families by consolidating the state's fragmented early childhood programs into the Office of Childhood. This year, we are further cutting bureaucracy, streamlining process, and increasing the efficiency of state government with this executive order.
Reggie, did you know this? The Bears, Vikings, and Dolphins all fired their head coach.
Yes, I meant to bring that up, but we went long on Antonio Brown.
The Bears, Vikings, and Dolphins?
Yes.
Bears,
yep.
Vikings. Dolphins.
I knew that was coming.
Bears also got rid of their GM too.
Well, that's good because that means Tua will be all right because the coach didn't like him.
You don't think Brian Flores liked him?
Who? Brian is the
black dude, the dark skinned black dude.
He said he didn't like him. He wasn't his guy. Remember, that's why he didn't make him captain.
He drafted him.
I don't know. I think the team wanted him, not the coach.
Possible. I think he just wasn't what they thought he was going to be. Before he hurt his hip that last year, I mean, they thought he was going to be the number 1 overall pick. He was going to be that guy. But then,
I knew the Bears coach was going to get fired. I didn't think the Vikings coach, though.
Yeah, I didn't see Zimmer getting fired. He done had too much success. Maybe they think his voice getting stale or something.
Yeah, because I thought they weren't going to be shit this year, and they played good. They didn't make the playoffs? Vikings?
No. That's why they fired him.
How did Jaguars make the playoffs?
They didn't.
I thought they did.
Bengals made the playoffs. The Bengals, the Bills.
Oh, man, let me check
Kansas City. Jaguars got the number 1 overall pick.
That's why they was cheering for them.
Yeah, they got the number 1 overall pick.
Who's going number 1 then?
Man, this year ain't no telling. I think it's going to be somebody going to reach to try to get a quarterback.
I think they're going to use it for a trade.
That'll probably be their best bet.
Because they got
a quarterback.
Golden Child. The Golden Child. The Golden Boy. Dun, dun, dun.
This dude hates Trevor Lawrence.
I don't hate him.
Yes, you do hate Trevor.
I don't hate him.
You won't give him a chance. He in his rookie year. You've been talking bad about him.
No.
They think he is.
No, bro. What I'm saying, my only deal with him is, like...
He's like Sunshine off Remember the Titans?
Nah. That's what I like about him. Because when he played for Baylor... Was it Baylor?
No, he played for Clemson.
Yeah, it was Clemson. When he played for him, he used to have the hair coming out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love that shit. But, nah, man. He just ain't been doing good, bro. Like, the arm ain't what I thought it was or none of that. And it ain't what everybody keeps saying, give him a chance, give him a chance, give him a chance.
Bro, what's funny, who's worked out that people had a lot of questions about it, like, is he just a little 1-year wonder in college? Burrow. Yeah, him and Herbert, because remember Herbert, they like...
Well, I think Burrow got the best situation, though, because he got his receiver. Like,
he got receivers. He got 3,000-yard wide receivers.
I'm just saying, bro. Him and old boy got a connection like no other. Like, he go to the open space he need him to be at. Like, every time, bro. I was just watching some. After we was talking at one time about our top receivers, which your top 5 was horrible.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. I went to go watch some of the highlights of, what's the name? And, like, every, like, I'm going to my first option, and he spin and go, run the other way, away from her. It's him right there. Like, I know where you need me to go, bro. I'm there. Hey, what's up? Touchdown. He's like, yo, you can only get that with chemistry.
Now they just got to continue to work on that offensive line and the defense. That's where all they draft picks need to go. And free agent money. They got the wide receivers. I want to say they got a nice little young tight end. Unless he left. They had one. But they just really need blocking tight ends for real, and a dude that can catch a pass every now and then. They got the best. They got one of the best 3 wide receivers in the league as far as trios.
Who?
The Bengals. 1, 2, 3.
Kill shot.
Okay, let's hold on.
Deadly. Because he doesn't see it coming.
That was Fox News host Jesse Waters Monday night at a Turning Point USA conference. Waters encouraged the right-wing crowd to create viral moments and rhetorically ambush Dr. Anthony Fauci and go for the kill shot by asking aggressive questions about research at the Wuhan lab.
This is when you say, Dr. Fauci, you funded risky research at a sloppy Chinese lab, the same lab that sprung this pandemic on the world. You know why people don't trust you, don't you? Boom! He is dead. He is dead. He's done.
Fauci, who is President Biden.
I think that's fucked up.
No, it's all facts. I'm kind of glad to hear.
Medical advisor had this to say in response.
That's horrible. I mean, that just is such a reflection of the craziness that goes on in society.
Fauci has served more than 3 decades as the nation's top infectious disease doctor. He told CNN all he's ever done was encourage people to get vaccinated, wear a mask, and be careful in public settings.
For that, you have some guy out there saying that people should be giving me a kill shot to ambush me. Whatever network he's on is not going to do anything for him. I mean, that's crazy. The guy should be fired on the spot.
Fox News is defending Waters, saying in a statement he was using a metaphor for asking hard-hitting questions to Dr. Fauci about gain-of-function research, and his words have been twisted completely out of context. CNN law enforcement analyst Jonathan Wackrow disagrees.
It's just fueling mob rule to satisfy a political goal.
Dr. Fauci's...
Now, if Fauci end up dead, do dude be convicted? Should dude be convicted?
He ain't tell nobody kill Fauci yet.
He said kill shot. It could be some crazy... Bruh, me and you understand that. But motherfuckers like, what's his name? Oswald and all them, like, motherfuckers that assassinate people.
Hey, you can't start holding people responsible for how other people take the things that they say. Because you take it in your brain and twist it, you can't take me to jail because you interpreted a totally different way.
But you were at fault. You were at some fault. Because your words were the ones that incited the issue.
It's all about interpretation.
What?
If you know the facts behind all this shit, okay, if you're one of the ones that followed the paper trail, then you already know that Dr. Fauci, it is all factual, that he helped fund that damn Wuhan factory, that damn test facility. It's his money that's in there, him and a few other people.
So basically what you're saying, you wouldn't mind, like, if he got assassinated, it wouldn't be a problem.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you check the facts, okay, the facts are, yes, he did help fund that shit, but now you're out here telling people to get vaccinated and do all this other shit. You should be hit with them hard-hit questions. Did you help fund this damn pandemic? Okay, I say that to say that
I think they did ask him that, didn't they? In the
yeah,
I'd be calling for an audit of his finances to see, is he a big like, do he got a lot of stock or a lot of options in certain companies?
Yes, he do.
He do.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, he do.
He do.
Look,
and
he helped fund. He helped fund. He helped fund the testing. Okay, then China fucked up and they released the shit out on the world. And then he turned around and put money into the pharmaceuticals. So he's getting money regardless off this shit. And the best way to protect him is to put him, the president puts him in charge and say, yeah, you are the spokesperson and you tell the American public, man, fuck him.
Yeah, because I'm like, where did he come from? I've never even heard of this.
Trump did that. Not
prior to the pandemic.
He was the one who was fighting AIDS when it first came out. He was trying to fight the AIDS virus. So he's around that too. They say he owns shares of that shit too. So
yeah. So to answer your question, if he was to come up missing, I wouldn't be mad.
No, I don't think it was AIDS. It was what's that thing that hit Africa real hard?
SARS.
SARS. I think it was SARS.
Yeah, 'cause you do understand that this COVID-19, it's the flu and SARS mixed in.
Let me see. Hold on. Can't look it up on that one.
And to be honest with y'all, that's one of the main reasons I won't take the damn vaccine shot. Once I did my own little research and I saw how Fauci was behind the funding, of that Wuhan factory, and then turn around, he has his own money into the pharmaceuticals as far as the Pfizer and the vaccine itself. He's getting money off that shit. That's when I knew then I'm not taking it. This shit is a fucking gimmick. And at the beginning of it, you trying to force everybody to take this vaccine, telling them, oh, this is going to save your life. It's going to help you. It's going to stop you from getting COVID. And then motherfuckers start getting COVID and dying and still getting the vaccine. Hey, y'all stupid.
It was AIDS. He's been the director of the NIAID since 1984 and has made contributions to HIV and AIDS research.
Yeah, he has a vetted interest in all this shit. Whether you live or die, he's still going to get paid. Because as long as they forcing people to go take that damn shot, he get a check. And now they just made his check fatter because they say, oh, you got to get a booster. And that booster is only going to be good for 6 months. So after 6 months, you got to go get another booster.
Okay.
And then,
so what about, this stuff is free? So how does that work?
What's free? What's free?
The what's the name shot's free. The COVID shot.
Okay. See, oh man, you just you helping my conspiracy theory out, man.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
So check it out. In the beginning, you're saying that you have to have insurance. They said if you have insurance, your insurance will cover the shot. But if you don't have insurance, then you'll get the shot for free. That's what they initially said. Now they're saying everybody gets shot for free. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me run this by you. If I got a new drug and I'm trying to push it out on the American people, I'm knowing I'm going to make millions and millions off of it. But in order for me to make my millions, I got to get all these dummies out here to take it. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is say, hey, y'all need to take this. A few people take it, but not enough. Okay, so let me switch it up. Hey, if y'all take this, I'll give you a $100 gift card. Okay, still not enough people take it. Okay, well, now I'm going to say, well, hey, this is going to save your life. We're going to give it to you for free. All you got to do is come on down and get it. Mm-hmm. Okay, so then you get more and more, but it's still not enough. So let's see. Let's kill off a few people and scare the public and make these motherfuckers come get the shot. And now, look, they put out, real shit. Now you got this new variant. The shit is all on the news. You seeing hundreds of cars lined up to take these fucking tests. Now they're telling you they don't have enough tests. Man, look. If you go out there, I'm sorry if you already took it, bro, but if you go out there and you take that damn vaccine, you're a fucking dummy. Because whatever it is they want to put in you, they just put it in you. Okay, because it ain't saving nobody's damn life, and it damn sure ain't stopping nobody from getting COVID. So what the fuck are they giving you?
That's true. That's true.
Bro, I just had COVID. The worst part of my COVID was my temperature. Yeah, the headache was excruciating. It hurt. But the worst part of that fucking COVID-19 is your temperature. You cannot regulate your temperature. Your temperature goes sky fucking high, and there's nothing you can do except jump in the tub full of cold water. That's the worst part of COVID, man. Now, if you have underlying conditions, then that's a little different because that shit is already there. It attacks your immune system. So if you're already suffering from some shit and you get COVID-19, now that's fucking up your immune system. So now the shit you already got finna kill you. But then you got motherfuckers out here that's getting COVID, and the only symptom they get is a little cough. So why is that? Because this motherfucker's immune system is already premier. He's probably been eating good, taking care of his body, so the COVID can't ravage his ass like that. Anyway, that's my conspiracy theory, man.
I hear you, man. I hear you like a motherfucker. Hey, what can you do, though? All right. Oh, yeah, it's time to go. All right, man. What's your last words, Reggie? Since you are...
Man. Everybody keep their eyes open. This is a very pivotal time right now with this COVID, these schools. I feel like some shit is brewing. And it's going to come to a head rather soon. The first quarter of this year, I think, is going to come to a head.
What you got, bud?
Well, I got to start walking backwards. And what I mean is, in the beginning of all this shit, I had a fierce 6-foot rule. Stay the fuck away from me. Back up off me. And real shit. And that kept me healthy for 2 years straight. And as soon as I laxed up on that, it got me by the back of the neck. So that mistake won't be made no more. So I'm telling everybody now, stay the fuck away from me. Okay, if you don't want no problems, give me my 6 feet.
Bag. What? Give me 6 feet.
I mean that with every ounce of my being, man. I'm not catching that shit again. If that means I got to knock your motherfucking teeth out for being too close to me, then so be it. And I guarantee you, when we go to court, and I tell that judge, Your Honor, I asked him 3 times to back up off me because it's COVID stuff, and he kept walking up on me, so I had to get him up off me. And I bet you I'll walk away a free man.
Yeah, he gonna go to jail. Jail gonna be like, you violating the COVID space? Lock his ass up.
Mm-hmm. You're intentionally trying to spread COVID. That's a felony.
Hey, that's gonna be fucked up if they do some shit like that.
It is gonna be like AIDS. Remember when you go to jail if you ain't divulge you had AIDS?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all didn't know, man. I'm trying to carry on, but they've already revised that. If you do anything to pass on any type of infectious disease or anything like that, it's a felony. It's not narrowed down to say if you're trying to pass on AIDS, if you try to pass on COVID. They just put the word in to say an infectious disease.
Bitch, don't cough on me. I'm calling police.
Right, hey, if you within that 6, if you closer than 6 feet and you coughing towards me, yeah,
it's gonna be a fight.
Black eye, missing teeth, something. I'm gonna get you.
Well, thanks for
that's
tuning.
my last word.
right. Thanks for tuning in to the greatest show in the world.
The Spillover.
Yours truly, Drew Lockhead.
Reggie.
Big bro.
All right, we appreciate y'all listening. We are out.
Ooh, you make a
Capping.
mess.